So, imagine Fallout and Atomic Heart had a really weird British baby. One that grew up reading conspiracy theories and hoarding canned beans. And that's Atomfall. And people say this isn't just another Stalker 2 or Fallout. But let's be real. If there's radiation, scavenging, and questionable government, we're already halfway there. The real question is, will Atomfall capture the existential dread of Stalker, the weirdness of Atomic Heart, or is it just the Outer Worlds, but everyone's a little more irradiated? Some will say Atomfall is carving its own path, but at what point does inspired by become, hey, can I copy your homework? All right, let's see if Atomfall is a gripping survival experience or just another radiation bad, government worse simulator with extra walking and predictable loot. Let's get into it. So I had this scientist barge into my room and wake me up, and he said he really needed help making some bandages, and I thought about giving them to him. I have chosen to be evil. But how evil? I was actually just curious if I could kick him, and the game let me do it. So, you know, well, things happened, choices were made. I probably could have got the key card off of him if I had just helped him, but I got it either way. I find myself in these tunnels, and I can hear somebody talking underneath this door, so it's probably time to investigate. And it's right about now that I start to really appreciate the environmental design in this game. Like, this scene right here is so vibrant and green. It looks amazing. But there's something more pressing. This is a bad guy. I didn't play the tutorial, so I don't know how to fight. So I don't know what to do here. He looks like a clown from right here. So I decided to just try and sneak around him, and I found this little hole. This game really rewards you for exploring and looking around. After a while, I decided it was time to get out of here, and I found this giant green door that let me out. So finally I get some fresh air. I'm out of whatever that was and into the real world, and it looks pretty good. I get this weird phone call. So, Oberon must die. I don't know what any of that means, and the game just kind of throws you into the world. It doesn't really hold your hand that much. And it does have a map and a journaling system, so you can check out what you're supposed to be doing and kind of where things are, but it wasn't really super present and forefront, so I didn't really pay much attention to it. I just ended up exploring. And I noticed the voice acting, especially for this character, was really good.
You didn't walk in from the outside.
So at this point, I didn't really know where I was supposed to be going, but I assumed it was something to do with that giant purple bluey light off in the distance. I would later regret that, but I don't know that yet. I end up just searching around the town for a bunch of stuff, and while being curious, I noticed there's a guy down there. And I don't know if he's good or bad, but I'm gonna go check it out. Just go down this hill. Let's go say hi. Oh, we're sliding down.
Nice and slow now.
So it turns out he's not friendly, and I find myself in my first bit of combat in the game, and I'm gonna kick him to death. If you're wondering if this is my first time playing a video game, I wouldn't question you. I discovered that I can in fact punch, and I don't have to kick him to death. But I did find this cool cricket, and then I realized that I have a gun too. I have a shotgun just hanging out. So it's back to exploring. Now that I kind of am getting a little bit of a lay of the land here, and discovering that I'm not so welcome wherever it is that I am. I still don't really know where I'm at in the game, but I know that if there's people around, they're probably gonna try and kill me. So I have to do everything I can to get the jump on them. And get the jump I did. I find 3 unsuspecting victims standing in front of me, and I line up my shot and take it. I spent some time here just waiting to see what they were going to do, and it turns out they have guns, and they have some other stuff waiting for me. Oh my god! Oh my god! I wasn't expecting that. Oh my god! Alright. So I finished bashing them to death, and I've got a little bit of a taste for blood now. I want to do some more combat, and I see some people, so I engage with them. I don't think I'm supposed to be just dredging through town fighting everybody here. I was pretty quickly overwhelmed by people and grenades, and it became very, very chaotic very quickly. And I decided to just try to run away and slip out of there because I was taking way too much damage. So after making a successful escape, I find myself at the bottom of a quarry. And it's a good thing I spotted this little trap wire because I would have died for sure. I jumped over it, completely not realizing that I could have just went in the window. But you live and you learn. I loot that place and I head up the side of the quarry and find this unexplored bunker. But I decide that this is probably not where I'm supposed to be, right? Why would I need to be here? So it's back down the ladder and onward with exploration. I stumble upon this great wall and decide to just go right in because it's got to be better than what I'm dealing with now, right? Absolutely not. I was wrong. Everybody here hates me. Nobody trusts me. And this is some kind of weird government thing. They've taken over this town. I sprint from end to end. I check out the entire town. Nobody here likes me. I can't tell if this water looks good or not. So it's time to get out of here. I just take off. I think I'm supposed to not be here yet. This is about the time I realize that I can look at my map. It shows me exactly where I'm supposed to be. I just ran around forever, but I still managed to, like, not be where I was supposed to be. I run around this area even longer. I couldn't figure it out to save. I don't know why. They make you explore. They kind of give you the general area of where you're supposed to be. And if you don't find where you're supposed to be, you just end up wandering. Well, eventually, I found the trader. And the trader gave me the information that, guess what? I had to go to the unexplored bunker at the quarry. Wow. I could have skipped all of this. I could have saved myself 20 minutes. But that's life. The trader told me that the big heavy door wasn't able to be opened, but I had the key card. I had access. Also, this game has like a really cool storage system where it's like those things at the bank. Remember, it would be like thump, like down the tube. Well, I put my card in the machine and it declined, but then out of nowhere it malfunctions and accepts me. I think somebody might be looking out for me or something. I don't really know yet, but we got this door open finally for the first time in forever. We're actually going to be able to go into the vault and see what the heck is going on down here. So then right off the bat, pun intended, I get attacked by a swarm of these bats and I have to beat them off with a cricket bat, to which I am awarded a flashlight. So finally I have a flashlight. I didn't mention it before, but I had traded a shotgun for a metal detector with the trader. So every once in a while you'll be walking around and your metal detector will start to pick something up and you can actually dig in the ground and find little caches of things to loot. So eventually I find where I'm supposed to be and I get access to this giant room that's pretty weird looking. And of course, there's a phone that starts to ring. I contemplate not answering it. I don't know why. Something just feels so weird about this game right now. So whoever's speaking to me on the phone is pretty much speaking in riddles the whole time, and it's creepy. It's legitimately creepy. I am interested to know who he is. He really wants to kill Oberon. I don't know what that is, but I found a big room labeled Oberon, and I have to assume that it's some kind of like artificial intelligence or a giant robot or something. I don't know. My imagination is going crazy at this point. After running around aimlessly for a good 20 minutes, I realized that the game wants me to get batteries to turn on the power of this place, apparently. So you end up going down a couple of different rooms, looking for batteries to put into the power system. Although you learn pretty quickly that the batteries are not down here, and thus begins the start of the exploration of the main quest, where you have to go to the dam, and you have to go to some other facility where the batteries are and bring them back here to put them into the machine to turn the power on. Now that is a mission and a half. That is a long, daunting mission that I just, at this point, didn't have the patience for. So I figure I'll make my way back out and see what's waiting for me on the other side. And yes, that did jump scare me. Upon exiting the facility, I notice a giant group of bad guys coming in, and I prepare myself for one final battle to the death to get out of here. I will say, the whistling and the atmosphere set this up to be very, very tense. I don't know when they're going to come across, but I'm ready to shoot. And then I notice there's a level change, and they're already on me. So I do what anyone would do. And I started blasting on him. Don't make fun of my aim here. I thought I was shooting him perfectly in the head, but maybe I wasn't. The rest of them drop pretty easily. And that pretty much concludes this portion of the game. After this, you got to go out there into the world and find those batteries and bring them back here to get the power on so that we can start killing Oberon. Whatever. I don't know what any of this means, but that's what we have to do. Atomfall. Is it fun? It's very well made. I mean, for the most part, the AI can be a little clunky, but, you know, I was playing this on easier difficulty. I usually do that when I'm showcasing games because I want to make it as far as possible, as fast as possible. But I think it's fun. I think it's well made. Will I continue to play it? I'm not so sure. It's not really striking a chord with me, but that doesn't mean it won't strike a chord with you. So continue your journey back into the world of Atomfall if you must. And we'll see you on the next video, guys. Take care. Wow! You like that last video? What if I told you there's a bunch more just like it? If you go to my YouTube page and check out the playlist, Is It Fun?, you can find a bunch more. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, guys, we're trying to build a little community here. So go ahead and find us on Twitch, twitch.tv/voidera, and join our Discord. You can get the link at my Twitch. At the beginning of the video, there's QR codes. And that's it. We'll see you guys.